Hey y'all, how we doing? Mike Blueface Plus. Thanks for tuning in on today's video. Today we're going to be changing out the ignition coil and the ignition module on my 1999 Chevy K2500. It's got the 5.7 Vortec Chevy 350. Basically, truck's been sitting up here for a while, so I'm going through. I already just did a video on changing the distributor cap and rotor button, so if you guys are interested in that video, check that out. So we're also going to be doing wires and plugs, but that's going to be in another video. So we're going to get in here, get this ignition coil change and the module. So let me show you where that's located and what we're working with. All right, guys, so we got some premium auto parts here from China. Got the ignition coil, and we got the ignition module. So let's take a look at this. Right there's what your ignition module looks like. Let me cut this open here. Here I am on the road again. Here I am. Alright, here we go. Uncle's got a fire going, some good old country in the back. It's a beautiful day, sunny and 75. There she is. So, and also I'm going to be sure to not throw my old parts away. I'm going to keep them because it's never bad to have extra parts, and they still may be good, but I'm just changing them because it's been a while. So let me show you where these guys are located. Alright, you can tell electrician's been in here. We got zip ties holding stuff together. This has been changed before, so look at that. We even got the old ignition coil on there. It's probably because, hey, go away. Go away, B. Get out of here. It's my truck. It's my truck. Get out. Hey. Hopefully hopefully it don't bite me. Look at this, y'all. I got my old coil in there. See what I mean? Keep it for a spare. So this has been changed. And it looks like I was just trying to do it quick. So let's get in here and see what we're messing with and get this stuff all taken care of. That bee just hit me by my knee. So, alright, let's get into this. Alright, let's see what kind of a deal we're dealing with. Let's take our coil wire off first thing. Alright, let's cut this zip tie off. Good old, yeah. Look at that. Looks good. Alright, let's get this power cable off. Run away, I got to. Look at that. That's a brand new coil, y'all. I guarantee you, I don't even need to change this. I could probably get my money back. But, so there's that one. And then looking down in here, here's this. Let's go ahead and pull this one off. Alright. Alright, so what's holding this bracket on here? It looks like, wow, you know what it is? It's because it's an original. So that's what it is, y'all. I'm pretty sure that this coil is built into this bracket. So that's what it was. So it's a factory part. So I'm just gonna, I don't know if that'll come out. I'm pretty sure that won't come out, y'all. But there is a 10mm bolt I can pull the bracket off. But then, yeah, so that's why the zip tie was there. So, hey, my bee friend's back. So with that being said, I'm going to just keep it like that because I'm going to disconnect this here. Hopefully we can pull this off and change that. So let me find the right socket, and we're just going to leave this bracket on here. And all right, I got two bees on me, y'all. Let me get this thing going. Alrighty, guys, so the 5.5 socket, 5.5. That's what you need to loosen 1 and 2. So I'm gonna have to look online and see about getting the proper bracket for that coil, but that's wild. So. Good old GM though, you know? That coil's probably still good, to be honest. So this is the old one here. Just gonna stick the new one back on there. Looks like it has a little bit of some type of a grease there to keep it from corroding. In the packet they give you the grease. Just buy that. Alright, so let's get this going. If anybody knows what that goo is, comment below. So I have no idea what that is. I would not want to get it in your mouth or in your eyeballs, so make sure you don't get that in contact with you. Come on, baby. Go home. Got it. Woo, we got all the animals. We got the uncle out. Little kids playing. Good thing I don't have the mic to amplify it all. Okay. Good and tight. That's all you need. But yeah, if anybody knows where I can find the bracket to replace this factory coil, please link it down below. Share it with us. Because I'm definitely not going to have that today. Alright, so with that in, go ahead and plug back in that electrical connector. Alright, nice and tight. Alrighty guys, so I don't like the idea of this just sitting in here, so I'm just going to use the old coil. That old coil is probably still good, so let's go ahead and disconnect that. Disconnect this. Alright, let's get this one out of here. I don't think it's a good idea just leaving this coil in here floating, and I didn't like the idea how they had it zip tied. So with that being said, guys, make sure you get the right coil that is on the bracket like that, and that way you can do it properly. So that's the way we're going to leave it. Let's see if this thing will fire up. Alright, let's see if she fires up, y'all. Making a video. Yep. All right, that sounded good. Alrighty guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that's how you're going to change your ignition coil and ignition module on a 99 Chevy K2500 pickup truck. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to order me a proper coil, or at least try to find that bracket, and we're going to go ahead and get that ordered. But I hope y'all learned something from this video. See how simple it is to actually change your coil and ignition module. It's not too difficult. Check out some of my other videos, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take care. God bless. Hit that like and subscribe button, y'all. Peace. So guys, the coil needs to be grounded. That's why it's grounded like that. So you definitely have to make sure that that casing is making good connection with the block. So we were probably having running issues because how that coil was just in there zip tied before. So definitely don't do no stuff like that. Definitely make sure you get the right coil, and it's got to be connected, or it could have improper voltages and stuff like that, and could cause, you know, misfire. So we're gonna leave that old coil hooked up there, and we're not gonna put this new coil in. We're gonna find the right coil for us. Thanks.